Oh, bugger. Forgot to chill the glass. Rookie error. Oh, let me know. There we are. Oh, what happened there? What happened there? Is that okay? What's the matter with you? Sort yourself out. There we are. Good evening, darlings, and a very warm welcome indeed to Thursday Night Live, damn it, and I'm unanimous in that. And as always, it is little short of an verging on orgasmic joy to be here with you this evening as we wave away Thursday and we welcome in Friday, Poets' Day. Piss off early tomorrow, Saturday, and we will be doing so not only in each other's company, but in the company of our perennial and permanent pals, our matching pair of his and hers highly powered hedgehogs of truth. We have also, God, we've got more panties. We've got more pants, darlings. It's all pants. These live streams, this channel, me, all pants, total pants. So we've got those to open in a little while. There is no action. There is to be no action tonight for 2 Ton Ted the Tenting Tin or indeed the Netty Petty Pisspot. However, Sean's box is here, but will it be getting a pounding? Possibly not. There is an issue. I haven't got any pounds. I've been completely cleaned out of change tonight. So we've got 2 options with Sean's box. We can save it until tomorrow and give it a double pounding tomorrow, or we can swap some of the coins therein for a note and pound it as normal. So over to you as to where you want to go, with that. So yeah, let me know. You are in control of Sean's box. Who cut your hair? Was it Dewhurst? No, it was Hair by Helen. Highly recommended. Ex Vidal Sassoon. Oh, chopped the locks of all of the rich and famous, and with a lot of stories to tell, I can tell you that. And speaking of pants and Hair by Helen, there will be a link and a contact number in videos. I got into trouble today, didn't I? Because I was a bit flustered. I managed to, there was an online shop coming at the same time that Helen was coming. I was all a bit behind. I was trying to do this, that, and the other sort of video out. Went upstairs to wash my hair prior to the cut, Then the bloody shopping came when I was in the middle of washing my hair, and it was all a bit chaotic. And then Helen turned up, and she came in, and there was a bit of an odd look on her face. The bloody table, all the panties were on the sodding table, weren't they? I hadn't cleared them away. Oh my God. You try explaining why you've got a pile of potentially used panties on your bloody table. Honest to God. Oh, right. We've got a voice note from Simone waiting for us. We've got all of your comments, which are, of course, the meat and potatoes of this Mr. Kipling's French fancy that we are all nibbling on tonight. But before I get to any of that, I am going to have a goodly slurp of my lovely wine. So Cheers, darlings, your very good health. Bottoms up if you're lucky, lads. Up yours if you're not careful, ladies. Do not be taken unawares. Keep your hand on your halfpennies. That's my advice, and you would do well to take it. And above all, to each and every one of you, with joy and kindness and hope oozing out of my nostrils, and with sincerity and integrity gently oozing out of my back bottom, get stuffed. Thank you so much. Right, with us tonight, in no particular order of appearance, merit, or indeed panty preference, we have Life in the UK Today, Peter P, all the way from Finland, Nigel 00 Garage, Steve Cole, the lovely Ange, Kate Camper, of course, Diane, our very own hippie head mistress. We were talking about you. I hope you're all right, darling. You have been missed. You've been missed. We've got Simone, or Cortinas and Classics, Hooked on Classics, of course. We have got the lovely Tonic. We've got Richard Paulie Galtieri. We've got Colin 1890. We've got Emma Lemon of the eponymous YouTube channel, Emma Lemon, who is going to sit on my head when she sees the video that I recorded today. But that's all right. It's going to be a while before she has the opportunity to sit on my head, because she is in an undisclosed location on the East Coast. And I am in a very much disclosed location here in the arse end of nowhere, up on the moors of the Peak District National Park. But not for much longer, sadly. Anyway, we've got the lovely Corrie with us, and we've got a Weinberg with us. And we have Matron, Planet Greenwood, the lovely Tracy, community matriarch, and of course, owner-operator of the community bosom. What a bosom it is too. Stop sending knickers in. He's going to be homeless soon. He's got nowhere to put them. That is a good point. That is a very good point. But Matron says I could sew them all together and make an awning for Netty. So there you go. When life gives you panties, make an awning. That's somebody write that down so I can screenshot it. That's going to be the title of tonight's live stream. Matron will do it, or Emma. They're wonderful. As well as being my moderation team, they're my dearly loved MHM colleagues, and of course my production team. They look after everything. And where would I be without them? That's the question. The land of the living, probably. So that will be the title of tonight's live stream. When life gives you panties, make an awning. And I'll screenshot it when I get to it. Andrew Buttigieg is with us, the lovely Ivor Spotty Butty, of course. Jean-Marc Bordeaux, bonsoir. Oh, thank you, Emma. Bless you. You went one better. I haven't even got to screenshot it. You messaged it to me. Good evening, Jean-Marc. Who else have we got? I'm whizzing through, because we've got so much to get through. Oh, really, Corrie? That's great guns. You're going very well. Magri 1308, good evening, lovely people, and a very good evening to you. Oh, look at Matron getting all Frenchified. Evening and bonsoir to all. Jeanette Edwards, a very good evening to you. And Colin says, good evening from deepest, darkest Milne Row. Oh, are you in the Premier Inn? Are you in the Premier? Oh, my goodness gracious me. Oh, that wine is very nice indeed. Very nice indeed. I mean, wine how classy people get shit-faced. You've got to love it. Simone is hoping that tomorrow is not a soggy day. We know, Simone, you have got jobs to do, haven't you? Haircut, says Matron. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, I have been sheared, darlings. Let's be honest, it was well overdue. Yeah, Emma's not going to like that. I know. It'll grow back. It'll grow back. Didn't like his last haircut, says Steekolg. Jimmy Quinn is with us. Good evening. What's he muttering about, says Stu? Oh, dear. I am. Yes, I am. I cannot drink red wine. Good to see Mr. Boaty pouring the wine. No spillages, please. Absolutely not. You won't get me on Merlot, Jean-Marc. But Chablis, Premier Cru, I am your man. Haircut was a council job. They're finishing it next week. Helen's going to read this and she's going to kick your asses. She's very, seriously, she is ex-Vidal Sassoon. She was hairdresser to the rich and famous, and now she's local. She lives in the village. She owns a lot of land and woodland around here, and she keeps horses and dogs. And she's kind of, I don't know what you call it, semi-retired, living the rural life of luxury, but still looks after a few clients just to keep her skills in. So I'm very grateful. Stratospherian joins us. Good evening to you, Saint Ravs. Evening all. Hope everyone is well, and we hope the very same for you. Boaty now has the Ray Reardon look. Yes, my widow's peak. Now, this didn't develop with age. I was born with this, and it hasn't changed. Pants to Boaty, says Matron. Yes. Hashtag Pants to Boaty, the gift that keeps on giving. Ears pinned back. Is it Michael Portillo? I like Michael Portillo. What a shame his political career went a bit tits up. Good evening, Mike. Hope you're well. JB71, a very good evening to you. Chaz Brown, hello. I'll ignore that comment, you cheeky swine. Steve McDonald, hello. Little Hedgehog is freezing in Netty. Little Hedgehog is tucked up with the emotional support. He's happy as Larry. You know what it's like when you first leave home. You enjoy having your own space. Josh joins us all the way from New York. A very good evening to you. Oh God, not Merkins to Boaty. Please, not Merkins to Boaty. Hedgehog of Truth question from Peter P. Did Helen add to the panty collection? No. A respectable woman married with children, certainly not. Boaty, you could have said you were a Tom Jones impersonator and the knickers were thrown by adoring fans. God, do you know what? That brings back bloody memories. Now, I've told you the story a million times about how my singing career started, completely accidentally. And you may or may not remember that unexpectedly and against all the odds, I was catapulted through to the finals of a national talent competition. And that night, I was seeing Zoodle Twips. I was seeing the lovely Zoe, who I was obsessed by. My God, talk about not besmirched or bemused or betrothed, besotted. That's the word I was looking for, besotted. And I got up there on stage to do my thing, and in the audience were my mother, my Auntie Sue, and Zoodle Twips. And they'd been to Redditch Market that day, I found out afterwards, and they bought a lot of panties. And I'm up there, kind of little bit nervous. I'd never done anything like that before. I've told you the story. Those of you who've heard it, you know it all kind of happened by accident. I mean, it was the start of my career as a pro vocalist, of course, but it was entirely accidental and entirely unplanned, as most of my life has been. And I'm just launching into doing my bit, and they throw all of these panties on the stage, don't they? Oh my God, I could have disappeared into a mouse hole. How I managed to keep going, and let's not forget, win the competition. Thank you very much. Which got me a manager and an agent and studio time and a demo and this, that, and the bleeding other. Oh my God. But yeah, the point is, that in the Venn diagram of panty throwing, me and Tom Jones are like that. He's not alone, and it's not unusual. Totally true story, that. Yes, amongst my very few claims to fame, I've had panties thrown at me on stage. Dear God. Had a few claims to fame when I was singing, actually. Shared a stage with the Bee Gees. Performed at the NEC, headlining that particular one. Sang in America with Jennifer Warnes. Anyway, don't need to worry about all of that. Where were we? Ooh la la. Well, indeed. Mark Passad, a very good evening to you. And Mark is greeting people by name. Sam's dad always is with us. How do you leave a voice message? Oh, the production team will explain that to you. Oh my God, what video did you record today? Oh, it's just a driving to work one. Oh no, don't be scared. I just I called you the M11 by accident, and then said just said that well, you know, yeah, you weren't there when I was recording the video, so I couldn't be told off for it. I'll just get told off after it. And I think I carried on calling you the M11. But I've said it before, and I will say it again. If you're going to name yourself after a motorway, you've got to expect that kind of thing. Somebody has just become a channel member, and I am exceedingly grateful. And I'll find out who it is soon. Matron, exactly. Yes, Matron got it. Matron nailed it. Correct, Jean-Marc. That's exactly what it was. That is exactly what today's video, which of course you'll see tomorrow. It's an update to yesterday's video, is all it is. There was some really useful information in the comments from the previous video. And it's just talking about that and responding to that because as a result of some of the comments, particularly one from Mr. Mark Passad, things have potentially, things might potentially accelerate in some ways. My mind has altered. Anyway, you'll see in the video tomorrow. This is the live stream. This is all about the community. Hello, I have no pants, says Paul. Is that Paul Fallen? Sorry, my eyesight is terrible. Paul, good evening to you. JB71 says, poor haircutter seeing all the panties. Yes, well, exactly. Thank you, matron. I can't forget it now. Thank you. Thank you for tonight's title. Quality video today. Loved it, says Magni. Well, bless you. That's that's very kind. It's too high a praise for me just rattling at a camera while I drive to the restaurant. But thank you. I will take that. As I will take all of your. Thank you all so much for getting involved with the videos and the live streams and weighing in on the comments. And actually, this is going to be a moment of sincerity. A few people have commented that, you know, considering I was ready to jump off a multi-story car park 6 days ago, I seemed quite upbeat. And I have to say a massive thank you to you lot, because I am quite upbeat. I'm not overly despondent at all. I'm genuinely excited at the potential adventures that lie ahead, and it's all of you I've got to thank for it, because you know, I just put a shitty little video driving to work saying, "Oh my God, something awful has happened," and you've all jumped in and been wonderful and lifted me up and been positive and been really helpful and constructive. People are out there doing kind of research on my behalf. And I'm so grateful. And yeah, so to everybody who's left a comment saying, good to see you being upbeat, well, thank you. Thank you for making me upbeat. And thank you for making me, well, not wanting to jump off a multi-story car park, and for being excited rather than terrified of what lies ahead. Don't get me wrong, there's bound to be a bit of fear about what's coming up, a bit of trepidation, and there's bound to be a bit of regret that I'm losing my home of what will be 11 years with all of the incredibly happy memories. But, and I can't emphasize this enough, thanks to you, that's not what I'm focusing on. I'm focusing on the possibilities that lie ahead, and it's you guys that have plunked that in the old turnip here. So thank you, each and every one of you, really sincerely from the heart of my bottom. You've genuinely got no idea of the difference that you have made and continue to make, because without you lot, I would be in a very different, dark place right now. And I know, because I've been there before. Thank you for not letting me even spend a minute there. I am so grateful. That's why I put that video out there, and that's why I put the daily diaries back in. Because as soon as the news hit, I thought, I'm going to need my friends. I'm going to need my friends. And my God, you're all there for me. And yeah, I can't thank you enough. I really can't. Right. Good evening, Boaty, says Jeanette Edwards. And a very good evening to you. Oh, right. You're only 5 minutes away from there. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, Emma, don't encourage them. Have I not got enough? Ah, yes, says Emma. All those lovely curls are gone. You are safe from me sitting on your head until they grow back. So you're safe for now. I know you love the curls. They'll come back. They'll come back. You know what I'm like. I'm terrible at getting haircuts. It's not like I'm regimented and get one every month. Every year, maybe. Dan, a very good evening to you. Has your hair had a splash of hair dye on it today, Arshan Mark? No, absolutely not. It's just all the grey's been cut out, I think. Barry Scrotter, good evening, good evening, good evening. Well, says Josh, you were rich and famous, so she sort of still is. That's a point, actually. Bloody hell, he's been run over by a lawnmower. Ray Reardon had a sticks. God. Oh, dear. Evening All says, justice for the IPA. Evening All, what app is Boaty reading off? Well, I'm reading your comments on the YouTube app. Really? Yes. All right, comments from about 10 minutes ago. I'm trying. Oh. Right, I better whiz through these. Simone is asking if anybody else is in bed. Question for Boaty, says Justice for the IPA, I think. Aside from a car, house or food, what would you buy if you won the lotto jackpot? A caravan and a motorhome and some wine and lots of other things, actually. Presents for all of you lot. Depending on how much the win was, houses for those of you that needed them. I'm not allowed to say houses. No car, house, or food. I would buy myself a couple of treats. I would buy a caravan and a motorhome to secure my future independence. And the rest of it, I'd spend on other people that I care about. I don't, as Josh alluded to, I've been rich. I'm not now. I'm quite the opposite. I'm incredibly poor. I don't need money. Well, I do. I desperately need money, but I don't need too much money. I just need enough money to be, happy, warm, well fed, and secure. Anything else I will happily give away, as I have been doing over the last, whatever it is, 10, 11 years since I got divorced. When I did have spare bits of money, I gave it away to people who needed it more than I did. Still do now in a very small way, but I don't have any spare to do it with, really. So I would love to win the lottery for that moment, for that reason. Vocalist, he croaks like old folks' home, says Stu. Yeah, but I haven't always been this age. You saw 3 bottles of wine, not 4, and 2 of them are not full. And yeah, there's not much food in there. There's, well, I didn't put the rice in there, so that can go in. That'll add to it. There's a bit of chicken. Oh, there's today's treat, Diwali treat. That's a tandoor treat that we all had. There's some momo chutney. There's a bit of bacon, but I had a bacon sandwich for lunch today, so there's only a tiny bit of bacon left. And yeah, there's potatoes, shallots, tomatoes, and onion. I don't have much food in stock, it's fair. And it was Life in the UK Today who very kindly became a channel member, a Chicken Sequa channel member, no less. So thank you very much for supporting me and the channel. Welcome to channel membership. I hope you enjoy all of the perks, and I hope you enjoy looking at all of the extra videos that are available to channel members. Colin, yes, we were a very rowdy bunch, and yes, we did get told off. Oh, come on, let's catch up with these, shall we, and get onto the voice notes. Can we all chip in and get him a microphone for when he buggers off to drop his guts? That's why the microphone is here, just there, rather than on me. Oh, and Emma's linked the live stream from the premiere in, and Yeah, it contained lots of bloody things, didn't it? Bloody hell. Honestly, the live streams that I've done with the MHM crew, bloody hell. Llandudno was pretty memorable, wasn't it, Emils? That was fun. That was fun. Come on, we've got to do that again next year. And we've got to do the lighthouse. Me and Emils and the rest of the MHM crew, we've got lots of adventures to come, and I can't wait for them. Oh, there are plans behind the scenes. G says JB71. That lunatic overtaking you on the vid was scary. That was crazy. That was a bloody crazy move. What an absolute weapon. Good evening, Mystery Tonic.
Good evening, my friend Boaty, and good evening, chat. I thought I'd phone in, being as nobody else is doing it.
Well, I was kind of catching up with the comments, but okay.
Yeah, well, you never usually do, so where's the difference?
It's a fair point. Fair point, well made. How are you, mate? Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm not doing bad, my friend.
Good lad, good lad.
What's that? Why don't you phone Alan back and get us to finish the middle bit?
Hey, what?
On your hair. She's done the sides nicely, but she's left the top.
Oh, don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go there. That is a bone of contention. The first time that she did me, and she showed me and she said, "Is that okay?" And I said, "You've not taken enough off the top." And she said, "But you've got a lovely curl. I wanted to leave that." I said, "Yeah, but I've got a long face. And if you leave too much on the top and take too much off the sides, it makes my face even longer." And she said, okay. And she did it, and she did it right. And then today, she said, "Right, what are we doing today?" I said, "Well, you know what you're doing." She said, "Yeah." She said, "The last time was a practice run. I had to have a second go at it, didn't I? So this time I know what I'm doing. Leave it with me." And so she did it and showed me, and I thought, "Oh God, you've done the same again." But I couldn't say anything. I couldn't bring myself to say anything. And I also really wanted a cigarette, and I really wanted to get the panties off the table. So I just said, "Yep, that is lovely. Thank you so much." And yeah, and she cleared off. I got rid of the panties and had a fag. But yeah, I totally agree. I totally agree.
We must be thinking alike, Boaty, because I had my ears lowered today as well.
Oh, good lad. Good lad.
Number 2 all over, and now the flies have got a larger runway to land on.
How much did yours cost?
£10.
Bargain.
Oh, well, remember OAP rates, mate.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So it won't be long before you can claim OAP rates, will it?
Oh, I'm claiming them now. I'm just lying about my age. Fortunately, I look older than I am. I mean, how old do I look? Honestly, come on, be honest. You all know that I look as if I'm in my mid to late 60s. And yet, in truth, I'm only 37.
Yeah, I'll refrain to comment on that then.
Plus VAT. Pardon me, I'm just topping the wine up. Do carry on.
Oh, yes, I thought you might just do that, yeah.
Well, I know I'm in a safe pair of hands. I know that when you ring in, I know that
I never stop talking, don't tell me.
Well,
yeah.
No, you control the live stream masterfully. And you speak with your friends who want to hear you more than they want to hear me. So I know I'm safe too.
Oh, I don't know whether they want to hear me more than you, believe me.
Oh, of course they do. Of course they do. A change is as good as a rest. And you're more interesting than I am.
I've had more experience than you. That's where that goes.
Exactly.
Oh, thank you, Emma. Tonic controls masterfully.
Well, there you go, you see. And Emma responds to that. Emma likes to be masterfully controlled under the right circumstances. Obviously, nobody likes coercive control and all of that. But within the realms of a safe, committed, and respectful situation. Emma has, and I'm not giving away any secrets, she's made it plain. She quite likes to be confronted by, shall we say, a dominating personality.
Well, I'll leave the dominating bit to you. I just do as a lady requests, you know what I mean? I'll let them dominate. They like it.
Oh, dear. Oh, be careful. They might try to do things to you that you won't be comfortable with. I've been in that situation. I had to put, with Boo, I've told you all before, with Boo, the thing she wanted to do, I had to put my foot down with a firm hand. Somebody else as well, who I can't mention for legal purposes. But yeah, sometimes even when you are not by nature dominant, and I kind of am. When it comes to the hurly-burly of the chaise longue, I am very alpha. But even if you're, trying to play a role for your other half, sometimes you've got to put your foot down with a firm hand and say, I'm sorry, but no.
I draw the line at handcuffs, though.
Oh, no, I've done that. That's all right.
Oh, no. Did you ever watch Band of Gold?
No.
Where she was a lady of the night, working girl, shall we say, and she gets this guy in bed, handcuffs his wrists to the head of the bed, and then tips the kettle of boiling water over his private parts.
Oh, dear.
That kind of put me off handcuffs altogether.
Well, I obviously had the opposite situation. Again, you long-termers who know the story of the Ice Maiden. Now, it didn't involve handcuffs, but it might as well have, because she tied me to my four-poster. The contents of an ice bucket were inserted somewhere where I'd really rather they weren't. She beat the bejesus out of my poor pert bottom with a leather belt, called a taxi and sodded off, leaving me trussed up like a chicken.
Yeah, I was just looking at what Jim Bob III said, standard night rate in Bradford. Yes, Jim Bob, I remember Lum Lane well, yes.
See, you're reading the comments. I can't go to the end of the comments because I need to read the ones that I haven't read yet. I can't read.
Yeah, but the trouble is when I read the comments and try to say something, it interrupts you. So, yeah.
Oh, I'm used to being interrupted, my dear chap.
Coitus interruptus.
I spend my life being not during that, thank God. Well, hopefully. Well, I mean, not like I've had any within the last. Well, let's not go there, shall we?
Shall we not? No.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave you, Boaty, and let you get on with it.
All right, matey. Always good to hear your voice.
Right, you take care.
Catch you later, mate.
Good night.
Right. Oh, there's some lovely comments here, and thank you very much for them. God, yeah, it's gone cold. It was 6 degrees when I went to work today, and for the first time this season, my car pinged me to say, warning, possible ice. Bloody hell. That was a sobering moment. Is it nice and warm in the cottage, Jason asked Dan. It absolutely is. Does it hold its heat like you wouldn't believe? I've got 6 foot thick stone walls. It holds the heat better than a hot water bottle and keeps you cool in summer. God, I'm going to miss this place. I really am. Ems, we know that that Premier Inn don't care about the reviews, but the staff might. So it'd be lovely if they did know that people think so highly of them. Surely if you won the lotto jackpot, you would buy Windy Bum, says Emma. Yeah, but the question said, I'm not allowed to buy a house, apart from a house, food, and a car. Boaty, your hair looks much better, says Mike. Thank you. Coldest day stroke night so far here in London, says Matron. Proper cold, and I'm feeling it. Yeah, me too. Boaty's no longer a long-haired lover from Liverpool wannabe, says Buddy Scratter. And bloody hell, the question that I've been asked on the for the Q&A. If you weren't aware, in the next few days, I'm going to be filming a Q&A question and answer video. I've asked across my socials, as people call them now, so across the YouTube community tab, Facebook page, Facebook group, Instagram, I've asked for questions, and my God, I've received them. Now, this wasn't my idea, he said, trying to shift the blame. This is the idea of one WPC Panini. And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. Other people do it. They normally go down well. I'll do it. And me being me, I ramped it up a bit, because when other YouTubers do a Q&A, they cherry pick the questions and they obviously pick the ones that they're comfortable answering. You know me, no filters. I don't do that shit. So when I posted asking for questions, I said, nothing is off limits, and I will answer every single question fully and honestly. Well, WPC MELANIE pinged me and said, I told you to cherry pick them, you twat. She said, you're going to get fucking crucified. I said, I know. Look at the questions that have already come in. But there you go. I've made a rod for my own back. Some of the questions are pretty near the knuckle, darlings, and I've committed to answering every one of them fully and honestly. And I will. And I'm going to have to do it sober, because it's going to be a daytime video, not a live stream. But there you go. There is a Q&A coming up, and you can add to the questions if you wish. There are posts in the Facebook group, the Facebook page, Instagram, and YouTube community tab. So you can leave your question in a comment. I'm trying to whiz through, because I've only just started and it's almost bloody time to say goodbye. What is life in Brexit Britain like today? Well, not as good as pre-Brexit, but then we all knew it wouldn't be. Well, those of us with any sense knew it wouldn't be. And yeah, more than ever, I kind of wish I lived in France. Which other towns, cities, or countries would you want to live in, Boaty? Asks Justice. France. France. Any others? I've lived around the world. I've lived in so many countries. If I wasn't in the UK, yeah, it would be France. I adore France. I love the French. I love everything. I love the language, the food, maybe not the music, the wine, the people. The fact that in one country you can sunbathe, ski. Yeah, it would have to be France. Oh, and of course, my home country, Wales. Yeah, exactly, Emma. Llandudno. I blanking need you to blank my blanking blank. That was hilarious. Come on, let's whiz through a bit here. Barry Scrotter says, I'm going to book the lighthouse in Llandudno for February. I think hopefully see some wild seas. Sorry. Yeah, I've kind of got the same plan. Richard says, remember that video Hubnut made about cost savings, running your diesel with farm machinery red diesel at a fraction of the cost of the forecourt? You need to tell me that. I live in a rural area. What colour do you think the diesel is in every single one of my vehicles? Think about it. Keg on one, good evening to you. How far behind am I? I've got to be somewhere near the catch-up. Is Boaty really 56? No, I am not. Yeah, oh, come on, let's fly through. No wonder Boaty was good at cycling. He has no ears. I was pretty good. Black Lines, good evening to you. So falling off doesn't count as an interruption. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's one of the questions I've got to answer in the Q&A. How many Liverpudlians have I... some of the questions, bloody hell. That video is going to be interesting. Jazz Funk Nobby, very good evening to you. Exactly, Emma. Matron, put some clothes on. You can't complain about being cold when you're naked, for God's sake. For those who don't know, Matron lives in London in a penthouse apartment, and she is naked 99.9% of the time. She puts some clothes on when she has to go to the doctors to be intimately examined. Other than that, always naked. I've been out to restaurants with her, on road trips, hotels, you name it, naked, always. Yeah, well, you probably do, Emma, but the video lot don't. They don't all do the live streams. Buddy says, I only asked about a fifth of the questions I had in mind. Yeah, well, you've got time. If he answers all the questions, the Q&A will be an all-nighter. Oh, bloody hell. No, I'm not answering the questions with wine inside me. I'm going to do it sober. Have you been to Morocco? French influences there. I lived in North Africa, so I am very familiar with Morocco, Tunisia. I traveled all around there for quite a while. And that was when I was incredibly heavily tanned then, at that point in my life. And I was very grateful that I could speak French, because I was taken for a local and I didn't get all of the shenanigans that the tourists have to endure. Yeah, I've never been more grateful to be able to speak French. I didn't get ripped off in taxis, and I didn't get kidnapped in the souk. Cindy, good evening to you. Oh, I'm gonna have to just ignore these, aren't I? Smelly Hole 1 2 3 4. Good evening. Oh, thank Christ, I've actually caught up. How good is your French, says Jean-Marc? Honestly, these days, lousy. French used to be my daily language for quite a while, and conversationally, I was fluent, but that was a long time ago. And as you get older, when you're not using it, you lose it, use it or lose it. So now my French is probably back to being schoolboy French, if I'm honest. In other words, worse than useless. But For quite a long time, French was my daily language and I was fluent. But, you know, you get older and it goes. For those who aren't aware, English is not my first language. But my mother tongue, I've forgotten that. I've been alive so long that I've forgotten how to speak my own language. And I've forgotten my French. I've forgotten most of my, well, French is probably the language that I remember best. I've forgotten my mother tongue, Welsh, forget it, it's gone. I've forgotten most of my Italian. I've forgotten most of my Russian. I've forgotten most of my Ukrainian. I've forgotten most of my Mandarin Chinese. I've forgotten most of my Cantonese. It just goes. It just goes. And you get older and spaces appear in your brain and your memory banks where knowledge used to be. And I'd love to spend a year in France to see if I could get the language back, because my favorite languages are French and Italian. Because you can say things in French and Italian that you can't say in English. For example, one thing that springs to mind, there would be a million, especially in Italian, io sono italiano, in spirito. Video mare quanto bello, spero tanto stanno bene allo spazio della matole tenata. In English, you say, I've got a hangover, or I'm hanging out of my arse. Nothing to that, is there? If you're in France, you say that you have une gueule de bois. You have a tongue of wood. That's the sort of thing that I love about the French language. In England, when you order beef or a steak and you order it rare, medium, medium well, well done. In France, simple, you order it à point. À point. And that just means correctly cooked. And that's perfect. That's what you want. And you don't even have to order it. If you're in a half decent restaurant and you order steak, whether it's beef or buffalo or horse or whatever, you order a steak and you won't have to, they will just say, à point? And you say, mais oui. And that's it. Of course, you want it correctly cooked. And if you're wondering, correctly cooked for red meat is medium rare. Rare to medium rare. Tongue of wood, I can think of a... Oh, Nigel, you pervert. I loved sleeping naked in Netty. Right, let's do some voice notes, because we're gonna have to sod off in a second. This is bizarre.
Boaty, pound that box tomorrow as if you went to hospital and ended up with a flower sticking out of your ass.
I will.
You wanker. I don't have any halfpennies. I've got a threepenny bit though. Will that do?
Yeah, keep your hand over that. That'll be absolutely fine. Right, that's it. Simone has been more involved with Sean's box than anybody else. So the box will be pounded tomorrow. It is official.
Good evening, Boaty. I just wanted to let you know that we survived the Dale Park rural campsite. We didn't get trucked off neither, but it's a simple pound that box.
Oh, well, that's going to be tomorrow. That's going to be tomorrow. It'll be a double pounding tomorrow. Don't let me forget. But congratulations on surviving HMP Dale Farm. And thank you, WPC Melanini, for coming up with that, because it's very appropriate.
Hello, Boaty.
Oh, hello.
I'd really like you to pound my box. But seeing as you won't do that, why not pound Sean's instead?
Right. Right, well, Simone got in first. So that was 3 box poundings, 4 if you include Emma's box. Sorry. So tomorrow night, I'm going to have to stock up on pound coins. And right, so remind me, please. Remind me tomorrow. God, it's a short but sweet tomorrow, isn't it? Oh, bloody hell. We're down to half an hour for 2 nights. I mean, it won't be half an hour, but you know what I mean. So that's 1, 2, 3. Right. So tomorrow night, Sean's box has got to have a minimum of 4 poundings plus whatever else it gets tomorrow night. Open the knickers, says Peter Pete. Well, yes, here we go. Here we go. We do need to do that. The prison campsite, I know. Oh, no star, says Mike, using my language, and that much I can remember. No star, good night, in my mother tongue of Welsh. No star. Right, okay, here we go. Here we go. Exactly, Caregun 1. 30 minutes plus VAT. Oh, good night, Simone. Oh, they're red again. The colour. Oh, I like these. Oh. Oh, God, I tell you what. Oh, these are my favourites, I think. Any clues as to where these will come from? No, not a sausage. Addressed to Mr. Boaty, Windy Bottom. Oh, these are nice. Oh, look at that. So you've got, hang on, let's try and unravel them. Oh, who's done that? Life in the UK today. 2 more poundings for your boxer. Oh, have a heart. Thank you very much indeed. A bit too pink for your liking, Diane. Oh, no, I like. They look like a catapult. Have they been worn? I've got absolutely no idea, but I tell you what, it's back to the Cinderella thing. I would, oh, and this factors into the Q&A questions. I would very much consider marrying whoever can correctly wear the, oh, what? They take a bit of unraveling, don't they? And I imagine they would in a, you know, action situation. I can't sort the buggers out. They're all over the place. I'm not sniffing them. I don't know where they've been. I don't know where they've been. Nigel could have worn these for all I know, but oh, I can't get them sorted. How do you women cope with these things? They're bloody impossible. How do you cope with these? God, you really are special creatures. I can't manage them, and I'm not even trying to put them on my body. If this was a longer live stream, if this was a Monday night, I'd poured another glass of wine and I would put these on. So be grateful you haven't got to see that. I can't sort these out at all. But that's the fun of the sniff. Absolutely. Steve McDonald over it. Well, let's sort the Bermuda Triangle out and work from there. Right, so straighten these out. Yeah. Straighten that out. Oh, no wonder people think I'm a pervert. This is not me. This is being thrust upon me. I didn't choose to be doing this on a happy family live stream. It's not my fault that my dear friend Emma persuaded random perverts to send me their pants. I can't work these out. How do these work? Oh, I need a woman to explain these to me because I can't make sense of these. These are, oh, hang on, have I just done it by accident? No, because that's all round the doings are all wrong. How do you possibly sort this out? Do you know what? If I was faced with having to sort these things out, I would just go pantless. I would go commando. Oh, I think I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. I have done it. Yay me. I've done it. Look, right. Sorted. Hold them in the right way. So you've got your Bermuda Triangle there. You've got your, bottom garrote there. And, well, you've not got much else, really, have you? Oh. God. I'm a reverend minister of the church. Oh, that's another Q&A question that I can mention. I'm going to get demonetized on the Q&A because some of the questions are horrific. Honestly, if you don't believe me, go and have a look. Right. Thank you to whoever sent me these. And yeah, just to repeat, I'm a man of my word. If you can fit these correctly in an appealing manner, then I will very happily marry you. Oh, memories. Memories. You balmy buggers. Right, quick whiz through and then we're going to sod off. Worst foreplay ever. Yes. I've got to buy this man 10 bottles of wine and do a Christmas Eve panty special. I'm up for that. Stu, I can't say that. I can't read that out. Those are a one-size-fits-all. Be careful what you promise. Oh, thank you. I think I did say who fitted them correctly and attractively or something. The hashtag Pants to Boaty campaign is doing really well. That depends on your point of view, or to use a sociological word, Weltanschauung, German, admittedly, but in worldwide use sociologically. I'm going to sod off. I'm going to sod off. I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to get some sleep, and right, bless you, each and every one of you. Bless you for being wonderfully. Thank you for being my friends. Thank you for being pervert and making me seem normal by comparison. And on that note, let me wish each and every one of you a safe and peaceful night. And please allow me to wish you a good day tomorrow. May it bring you joy, may it bring you pleasure, but at the very least, please, may it be manageable emotionally, logistically, and in any and every other sense. The candle will be relit tomorrow night. It's going to be later. It's going to be a short but sweet. It's going to be 11:30 Friday Night Live, and it will be half an hour plus BAT. Please, please, please join me then if you can. In the meantime, all the love in the world from me. And on that note, Pachoo, and indeed, bosh. Good night, darlings. Perfect.